Hi guys, welcome back to the Let's Splash channel, where we explore complex and haunting characters from Indian cinema. Today, we're breaking down a powerful performance from the 2020 Netflix anthology Ghost Stories. In Zoya Akhtar's segment, Mrunal Thakur plays Neha, a young, pregnant woman living with her traditional in-laws. In this detailed character analysis, we'll cover Neha's introduction as a pregnant daughter-in-law, her quiet and submissive personality, the strange occurrences in the house, her internal struggles, the emotional and psychological layers of her character, and why Mrunal Thakur delivered one of the most chilling and relatable performances in the anthology. Zoya Akhtar's segment is a slow-burn psychological horror that deals with patriarchy, motherhood, and suppressed desires. Let's dive deep into who Neha really is. Neha is introduced as a soft-spoken, obedient, and somewhat timid pregnant woman living in a traditional joint family. She is heavily pregnant and completely dependent on her in-laws, especially her strict and dominating mother-in-law. In the early scenes, Mrunal Thakur portrays Neha with quiet grace and subtle nervousness. She speaks very little, follows all the household rules, and tries her best to keep everyone happy. Her body language shows the physical discomfort of pregnancy along with the emotional weight of living in a house where she has no real voice. As the story progresses, strange and unsettling things begin to happen around Neha. She starts experiencing visions, hearing voices, and feeling a mysterious presence in the house. What makes Neha's character compelling is how she reacts to these supernatural or psychological events. Instead of screaming or running away, she shows quiet fear mixed with curiosity. Mrunal Thakur masterfully conveys this internal conflict, the fear of losing her sanity, the anxiety of becoming a mother, and the pressure of living under constant judgment. Neha's character also explores deep themes of patriarchy, motherhood, and repressed desires. Trapped in a conservative household where her opinions are rarely heard, Neha's mind becomes a battlefield of suppressed emotions. The ghost she experiences can be seen as a metaphor for her own stifled identity and desires. Mrunal Thakur brings incredible emotional depth to these layers, showing Neha's vulnerability, quiet rebellion, and eventual awakening without relying on loud dialogues. Mrunal Thakur's performance as Neha is subtle, powerful, and deeply unsettling. She relies heavily on facial expressions, body language, and silence to convey Neha's mental state. Her pregnant look feels completely natural, and she makes the audience feel every bit of Neha's anxiety, loneliness, and fear. In an anthology filled with different horror styles, Mrunal's restrained acting in Zoya Akhtar's segment stands out as one of the most psychologically disturbing and realistic portrayals. Neha's daily life in her conservative joint family is filled with unspoken rules and constant pressure. As a heavily pregnant daughter-in-law, she is expected to be obedient, silent, and focused only on her upcoming motherhood. She walks on eggshells around her strict mother-in-law, follows every tradition without complaint, and rarely voices her own needs or discomfort. Mrunal Thakur beautifully captures this quiet suffocation through her restrained body language and soft expressions, showing a woman who has learned to shrink herself to fit into the role expected of her. What begins as subtle unease slowly turns into something far more disturbing. Neha starts experiencing strange visions, eerie sounds, and an unexplained presence in the house. Instead of reacting with loud fear, she internalizes everything, suffering in silence while trying to understand what is happening to her. These supernatural or psychological events mirror her own suppressed emotions and desires. Mrunal Thakur excels in conveying this growing inner turmoil. Her wide-eyed fear, hesitant movements, and quiet confusion make the audience feel every bit of Neha's mental unraveling. Neha's character is a powerful metaphor for the silent struggles of many Indian women trapped in patriarchal households. Her pregnancy, which should be a time of joy, becomes another tool for control and expectation. The ghost she encounters can be interpreted as her own repressed identity, desires, and frustrations trying to break free. Through Neha, the film explores how societal pressure and lack of emotional space can haunt a woman from within. Mrunal brings incredible depth to this symbolism, making Neha's journey both personal and universally relatable. Mrunal Thakur's performance as Neha is a masterclass in subtlety and emotional restraint. With very limited dialogues, she conveys a wide spectrum of feelings, anxiety, loneliness, quiet rebellion, and inner strength, primarily through her eyes and facial expressions. Her portrayal feels raw and authentic, never dramatic yet deeply unsettling. In Zoya Akhtar's segment, which relies heavily on atmosphere and psychological tension, Mrunal's understated acting becomes the emotional core that makes the story so haunting and memorable. Overall, Neha is a perfect blend of vulnerability, quiet strength, suppressed emotions, and inner conflict. She is not just a pregnant woman haunted by a ghost. She is every woman trapped between societal expectations and her own desires, whose silence speaks louder than words. Mrunal Thakur brings natural grace, emotional intensity, subtle power, and heartbreaking sincerity to the role, making Neha one of the most haunting and relatable characters in ghost stories. So guys, that's Neha from Zoya Akhtar's segment in Ghost Stories, a character that proves real horror often lies in silence and societal pressure. Did Mrunal Thakur's performance scare you or move you? Which moment stood out for you? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe for more character deep dives, and turn on the notification bell. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.